Chapter 4 The Great Wall. Jack and Nanny ran around the farmhouse. At the back was an ox cart filled with bags of grain. There was no one in sight. The shouting behind them got louder. Jack and Nanny looked at each other, then dived into the back of the wooden cart. They buried themselves in the middle of the bags of grain. Jack's heart pounded as the shouts came closer. He held his breath and waited for the people to leave. Suddenly, the cart lunged forward. Someone was driving them away. Jack and Nanny peeked over the bags. Jack saw the back of the driver. He was calmly steering the ox cart over the dirt road. They were on their way to the walled city. Jack and Nanny dug down again. "This is great," whispered Nanny. "All we have to do is jump out when we get into the city." "Yep," Jack said softly. "Then we'll find the Imperial Library, find a book, and get back to the magic treehouse." "No problem," whispered Nanny. Whoa! The cart slowly came to a halt. Jack held his breath. He heard voices and the heavy tramping of feet. Lots of feet. He and Nanny peeked out. "Oh, man," he whispered. The long line of men was crossing the road in front of the cart. They carried axes, shovels, and hoes. "Guards marched alongside them. Let's find out what's happening," said Jack. He reached into his sack and pulled out the china book. Pushing his glasses into place, he found a picture of the workers. He read, "The Dragon King forced many of his subjects to start building a wall to protect China from invaders. Later, emperors made the wall even longer. Finally, it stretched 3,700 miles along China's border. The Great Wall of China is the longest structure ever built." "Wow, the Great Wall of China," said Jack. "I've heard of that," said Nanny. "Who hasn't?" said Jack. "Those guys are going to work on it right now." Just then, someone grabbed Jack and Nanny. They looked up. It was the driver of the cart. "Who are you?" he asked angrily. Jack didn't know what to say. The man's gaze fell on the open book in Jack's hands. His mouth dropped open. He let go of Jack and Nanny. Slowly, he reached out and touched the book. He looked back at Jack and Nanny with wide eyes. "What is this?" he said. Chapter 5 The Scholar. It is the book from our country," said Jack. "Yours are made of bamboo, but ours are made of paper. Actually, your country invented paper, but later in the future." The man looked confused. "Never mind," said Nanny. "It's for reading. It's for learning about faraway places." The man stared at them. Tears filled his eyes. "What's wrong?" Jack and he asked softly. "I love reading and learning," he said. "So do I," said Jack. The man smiled. "You don't understand. I am dressed as a farmer," he said. "But in truth, I am a scholar." "What's a scholar?" said Nanny. We are great readers, learners, and writers," he said. "We have long been the most honored citizens in China." The scholar's smile faded. "But now scholars are in danger," he said, "and many of us have gone into hiding." "Why?" said Jack. "The Dragon King is afraid of the power of our books and learning," said the scholar. "He wants people to think only what he wants them to think. Any day he may order the burning of the books." And he gasped. Does that mean what I think it means?" said Jack. The scholar nodded. "All the books in the Imperial Library will be burned," he said. "That's rotten," said Nanny. "Indeed, it is," the scholar said quietly. "Listen, we have a mission to get back from the library," said Jack. "Who are you?" asked the scholar. "Show him," said Nanny. Jack reached into a shirt pocket as Jack reached into his sack. They brought out the secret library cards. The letters shimmered in the sunlight. The scholar's mouth dropped open again. "You are a master librarian," she said. "I have never met one so honored who was so young." He bowed to show his respect. "Thank you," said Jack, and they bowed back to him. "How can I help you?" asked the scholar. "We needed to go to the Imperial Library and find this book," said Jack. He held out Morgan's bamboo strip to the scholar. "We'll go to the Imperial Library," said the scholar. "As for the story, I know it well. It is a truth one written not long ago, but I warn you, we will be in great danger." "We know," said Danny. The scholar smiled. "I'm happy to be doing something I believe in again," said the scholar. "Let us go." They all climbed into the front of the cart. The long line of walled builders was marching in the distance. As the oxen started forward, the scholar turned to Jack and Danny. "Where are you from?" he asked. "Flathead, Pennsylvania," said Danny. "I have never heard of it," said the scholar. "Do they have a library there?" "Oh, sure, there's a library in every town," said Jack. "In fact, there are probably thousands of libraries in our country, and millions of books," said Danny, "and no one burns them." "Right," said Jack. "Everyone gets to go to school to read them." The scholar stared at him and shook his head. "It sounds like paradise," he said.